history of global trade and the development of every country of the world, from North America to Europe, Asia, Middle East and Africa, the seaports have been the heartbeat. Developmental needs have over the years necessitated the travel of people, goods and commodities to go beyond the conveyance of artifacts, weapons and farm produce. An entire blue economy has emerged, touching every sector from fashion to food, engineering, oil and gas, architecture, health, cinema, culture, lifestyle, communication, information technology, and everything required to sustain life and enhance development. Maritime transport is essential, therefore, for sustainable trade and development. It is a central part of the blue economy, which has enormous potential to provide economic growth and improve people's lives, while addressing many of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. But many countries are unprepared to take the advantage of this potential. What the like and what the need is coherent and coordinated National Maritime Transport Policy, or NMTP, to guide their planning and decision-making. But what exactly is an NMTP? According to Max Mejea, Professor, Director of PhD Program and Head of Maritime Law and Policy, World Maritime University, National Maritime Transport Policy is the articulation of more concrete guidelines and principles that will help a government or a nation to achieve its national maritime vision. It might, for example, cover maritime safety measures, pollution preventions and environmental protection, port management and expansion, state aid, competition rules governing access to national markets, and how the National Maritime Administration operates. All those involved need to participate in drawing up the policy to ensure they understand it and they buy into it. George Theocharidis, Associate Professor, World Maritime University, agrees with this thought. According to him, ideally, the state would begin with the invitation of all stakeholders to contribute in that process. Countries in Africa and across the world should take advantage of opportunities that exist. For example, Kitak Lim, Secretary General, International Maritime Organization, posits that his organization, IMO, is the UN agency responsible for intershipping, and it is fully committed to helping countries develop their national maritime transport policies. Many of the likely benefits are directly in line with the IMO's own goals and objectives, and will lead to better implementation of IMO conventions. Still on opportunities, Neil Bell Fontaine, Vice President and Professor, World Maritime University, has said that the transport policy focuses on what are the needs of the country in terms of infrastructure, logistics, supply and services to make their ports and shipping grow. Also, though its integrated technical cooperation program, IMO organizes activities to assist countries prepare their national maritime transportation policies, and in conjunction with the World Maritime University, has developed a training package for government officials and other senior personnel. The main benefits of taking advantage of these myriad of opportunities, especially for Africa, are growth, job creation, access to market, environmental protection, poverty reduction, and strengthening the governance of maritime affairs. This is where WIMA plays a key role, not to compete with all stakeholders in the maritime industry, rather to further enhance the opportunities and foster collaborations that will guarantee a value-driven leverage of the touchpoints for sustainable growth and development. According to Jonathan Pack, Head Maritime Transport Policy, International Maritime Organization, a well-structured and implemented national maritime transport policy can give a country the tools it needs to become an effective participant in the maritime sector. According to Jean Chaser Anisare, President African Woman in Maritime, Nigeria chapter, and the first Vice President of African Women in Africa, WIMAfrica, it has become essential to take deliberate steps in ensuring that Africa starts to set the building blocks required to maximize the potential of the maritime industry. This they did with the first baby steps. This vision led to the formation of the continental body WIMA after a stakeholders meeting in Angola on how to upsell the role played by the beautiful women who make Africa proud and contribute significantly to the growth of the maritime sector. To ensure that Africa optimizes her potential in the blue economy, the benefit is not just for Africa. The global blue economy stands to benefit from the intending benefits of a cleaner, safer, and African marine life that contributes to the global commercial bottom line. With members in Nigeria, Angola, Ghana, Togo, Mozambique, and every region of Africa, WIMAfrica's agenda is beyond business, travel, and conferences. The body also does a lot of advocacy and intervention to promote citizenry education in the need for a cleaner ocean and environment. With the partnership of government, global bodies, business leaders in Africa, we can say that WIMAfrica is ready to put Africa on the map of the global blue economy. Please join us in this journey to a prosperous future.